Alright, TR0655, Edition 4, Railway Rolling Stock, Chapter 7, Safety Appliances. All railway cars are equipped with ladders, handholds, and attachments. Trainmen usually work on the cars in the yards, on sidings, on the main lines. Attachments is easily designed, especially located to increase the safety of the train while they are working. Because of the difference of the construction of the various types of the cars, the safety appliances placed on them differently. Each type of the car is discussed in a separate paragraph. However, before the describing the appliances or what they are function they are constructed and applied in this chapter. The first explains how the ends and the sides of cars are distinguished from one another. 7.2. The designation of the end of the cars. Two of the ends of the railway cars are designated A end and the B end. The end of which the handbrake, wheel, and shaft are located, or more accurately, end toward the brake cylinder piston of the rod is pointed in the end is the B end of the car. The left or right side of the car determining the facing of the B end. Some cars with the handbrake, both ends that are not common. These ends of the cars have the letters A and B stenciled on both sides of the car near the respective ends. 7.3. The enclosed cars. The typical enclosed car, the box car, is illustrated in some figure 7.1. Some of the safety appliances there are locations shown in the discussion following subparagraphs explain locations, construction requirements, description of the safety appliances, handbrake equipment discussed in the previous chapter having some safety features. There are also described handbrake. The handbrake wheel must be located in that it can be operated safely while the car is on motion, generally located on the end of the car, the left side, not less than 17 inches. This shows the running board of the brake wheel and the brake step and the brake handholds, while the side handholds, side sills, and ladders, horizontal handholders, brake shaft, and uncoupling lever. No more than 22 inches from the center line. The wheel may be flat and disheaded, with not less than 15 inches of diameter between the 16 inches made with raw iron steel. A brake step provided with the trained man standing upon while the operating handbrake and is not less than 28 inches long. Its outside edge, but not less than 8 inches from the face of the car. It must be fastened to the body of the car with two metal brackets, either unbolted or riveted, with not less than 1.5 inch bolts or rivets. The uncoupling levers to operate the coupler without stepping between the cars. An uncoupling lever is provided with either the single or double design. The single lever design is not common. It is placed on the left side on the end of the car. The handles of the three these levers are not more than 12 inches, preferably 9 inches from the side of the car. They are not less than 18 inches at the top of the rail width. The coupler is locked. Running the board, and the running board is longitudinal stripped at least 18 inches when centered at the roof, and then closed to the cars and extended the entire length of the car to reach the running board of the train. Men use the transverse right angle extension that leads to the side ladders. The running of the board. The extension must at least 24 inches wide. The extension may not be found in the refrigerator cars because they interfere with the hatches at the top of the car through the ice pass. But the refrigerator bunkers ladders, 4 ladders are required and enclosed, one on each of the sides, not more than 8 inches from the A end of the car, one at each end, not more than 8 inches from the left side of the car. The maximum distance between the treads and the rungs of the ladders is 19 inches at the top. The tread of the rung must not be than 12 inches, more than 18 inches from the roof of the car at the eaves. Sill steps. For 4, still steps may be brought out of the iron steel and placed on each of the car, with located on each side of the side near each of the end. The distance from the end of the car to the center stop of the tread must be more than 18 inches. The tread must be at least a half inch or 1.5 inch wide and 10 inches from the side of the side. There must be at least 8 inches of clearance between the tread and the car, with the clearance of the excess of 21 inches. Additional tread is needed. The sill steps are securely fastened with the 1.5 inch bolts with outside nuts riveted over. They are riveted not less than 1.5 inch from the rivets. 5 handholds enclose the car, usually equipped with the 4 kinds of handholds: side of the roof, horizontal end, and a vertical end. Side handles are located in the air. Each of them, both the sides of the air, are not less than 24 or more than 30 inches above the center line of the coupler, except for the tread of the ladder's handhold. The roof handholders are located within each of the ladder. They are parallel to the tread of the ladders, not less than 8 inches, not more than 15 inches from the edge of the roof. Exception of the refrigerator cars. The cars may be hatched for the roof. That would prevent the roof of the handholds from being positioned. The handholds may be closer to the edge of the roof to avoid the interfering with the ice hatches. The whole handhold is positioned at the right angle of the tread to be substituted with 2 or more parallel handholds. 3 of the horizontal end handholds are required at the end of all cars. The handholds are located each except for the tread of the ladder is considered with a handhold. The outer end of the handholds must not be more than 8 inches to the side of the car. The vertical end handholds are required on the cars. The full width of the end platform is found in the caboose, once placed in the end of the cars on the opposite ladder. 7.4. The flat car. Each flat car must have a handbrake located in and safely operated with the cars in motion. The brake shaft is located at the end of the car, the leg left of the center of the side of the car, not more than 36 inches right off the end of the end. All flat cars must have 4 handholds, one of them located near each of the side of the end of the cars and face on the inside. The outer end of the handhold must not be more than 16 inches off the side of the car. 7.5. The tanker car with a side platform. Many of the safety appliances found enclosed with the cars and flat cars are also found in the tanker cars. Some additional attachments, however, are required on the tanker cars. Explanation of them figure illustrates the location of the safety appliances typical to tanker car. Safety appliance for the tanker car: a continuous safety railing of not less than 3/4 of an inch of iron should be run around the rails into the end of the tank height of not less than 30 inches or not more than 60 inches above the platform. It should be securely fastened to the tank ends along with the side. The rail does not extend to the end of the tank. It must extend the entire length of both sides of the fastened upper right corners. The kind of railway requires the end of the handle to open on each end of the tank. That must extend to within 6 inches of the outer side of the tank. It shows the vertical handbrake, the vertical hand holds, the continuous safety railing, the horizontal dome handle, the dome platform, a sill step, and a continuous platform. 7.2. Tanker cars with outside sills. Tankers constructed either with outside sills on the underframe of the short side sills and the end platforms must have a continuous running board around the side end of the one with the running of the board, extending the full length of the tank on each side. The minimum width of the running board is decided to 10 inches on the each end 6 inches. Figure 7.3 shows the running boards. These cars must have sill steps located each on end of the side under the handhold. The outside of the edge of the tread step is not more than 4 inches inside of the side of the car and preferably flush with the side of the car. The tread is not more than 24 inches above the top of the rail. Tanker cars with short side sills must have hand holders located on the face of each side of each of the end. On the tanker car without any side sill, the side handholds will attach with the running boards outward and above the side sill step ladders. The side figure 7.3. Tanker car side ending running boards. Safety railings attached to the tank of the tanking bands. 4 additional vertical handholds attached one over each step. That shows another tanker car. 7.7. Tanker cars without with end-standing sills. Tanker cars constructed without end-standing sills must have a continuous running board around them. Their ends, the side shown in figure 7.3. These boards must be at least 10 inches wide on the side, 6 inches on the end. The running boards are attached below the center of the tank. They must extend at least 6 inches beyond the bulk of the tank. 4 sides of the step are attached on these cars. Once it's located near the end of each side of the flush at the outside end of the edge of the running of the board is near the end of the car possible. The steps must be more than 24 inches above the top of the rail. If they exceed 18 inches of depth, there must have an additional tread on the lateral brace. 7.8. Cabooses. Cabooses are constructed either with or without platforms. A typical caboose should be the location of the safety appliances shown in figure 7.4. The application of both caboose and platform 1 with the discussed following paragraphs with the platform. Some cabooses are constructed with a platform. Both ends of these cars are equipped with a running board down the center of the roof. Many of these platforms have a longitudinal extension, loading and ladders located on one side of the superstructure. On other cupolas and longitude running boards extend with the cupola to the end of the roof, and also on the cars of iron steel handed extending the round of the top of the cupola at 3 inches of the cupola roof for the right of the angle. The handholds on each of the corners may be substituted with a continuous handhold. Caboose is also equipped with the box steps leading of the platform. Each of the outside corner of the car. The lower tread of these steps must be not more than 24 inches above the top of the rail. Covered handholds are located on the side of each end of the caboose platform, boarding the caboose on the front of the railroad braces his foot against the side of the steps and crabs covered with a handhold. As his hand slides up the railing, it helps to pull him onto the platform. Without the platform, the caboose constructed without platforms are usually equipped with a side door. Steps on each side. The steps must be at least 5 feet high for the minimum tread thickness, 1 and 1/2 inch. About the back step of the height of 3 inches. Again, with the bottom of the tread stepping must not be 24 inches from the top of the rail. The steps are supported with a metal bracket. Minimum dimensions 7/8 by 3 inches. Converted with a handheld attached with the back beside each of the door opposite ladder of the point not less than 36 inches above the car. The curving away around downward at the point no more than 6 inches above the bottom of the car. Vertical handholds also located on each side of both doors. This shows the ladder landing on the cupola hand of the running board, the platform, the ladder, the handbrake, the stair handhold. The curve handhold, and the box steps. 7.9. In railway business and either in any other industry, the safety workers and the chief concern of each piece of the rolling has been safety attachment, safeguard people working on it, regulations establishing how many, what kind of location, all safety appliances on each of the railway cars. Set measuring locations are given with the safety appliance with such handbrakes for the steps, uncoupling running boards, ladders, handholds, and tank cars have additional attachments depending on their construction. They are also specific in dimension and location. And that's the final